I remember distinctly being with my ex. We had just gotten a new car after a long period of time not having a car. We were using his parents' car in the meantime and getting rides if needed and all that stuff because we were saving up for a car. And I remembered having this car finally. And we didn't have it very long. And I remember this memory so clearly. We were having an argument in the car one day. And we were already at a point where I was feeling like we were going our own way eventually. And I remember just getting really quiet after the argument. And this little voice came to me that said, "This is going nowhere." And the moment I heard that voice, the car broke down. So we were literally going nowhere. And, you know, there's just been, that's just one example, right? Of just things that felt like they went wrong or worked against me. And I know you have been there. Maybe you're going through that right now, where you just feel like, you know, spirit is testing me. Spirit keeps knocking me around. Spirit keeps doing this. Spirit keeps doing that. And what if you're not being knocked around? What if we got out of this punishment mentality all the time and realized that spirit supports the hell out of you? And that's why you're being brought these challenges, these answers. Like that, the car breaking down was physical manifested confirmation that, yeah, this is going nowhere. It was like my guides were just like, yeah, literally, you're going nowhere in this relationship. And like there's just a ton of other situations where, you know, I've had my moments too. Trust me, I'm human. Still have them, okay, where I have to be grounded back into the reality of like, no, this is happening as a challenge to support you. Now, are there things out there like energetic parasites? Is there evil eye? Like, absolutely. Are there people out there that will try to sabotage you? Sure. But when you fully get in your head and heart, I want this, or I want to create that, or I want to stop doing this, or this is just not working for me, Spirit supports you and is going to give you situations, circumstances that look like you're being knocked around all over the place, or that, you know, you're being tested, or, you know, whatever. But really, it's that Spirit, the universe, is aligning to you and everything you just said. And they're just like, here. It's not going to be easy, but here is the opportunity to do the work. And here's the opportunity to build a skill or overcome something that has been holding you back for God knows how long, to get in touch with your shit, to be authentic, to be accountable, so you can be better. Spirit loves you. Okay? Instead of saying, why is Spirit testing me? Why do I feel like I'm being punished? What if you're being prepared? What if this is to prepare you, not punish you? Does that make sense? That's just my spirit medicine message right now that I was guided to share, inspired from a session I had with a client of mine where I had to remind them that a lot of what was happening was constructive for them, not destructive. Sometimes we we take constructive criticism even, right, as an attack. Because we've been fed so much negative reinforcement. We've had a lot of toxic relationships, or we've just had people who have a problem for every solution around us all the time. And, so we think that constructive criticism's an attack when no, it's not. It's encouragement. Okay? So you're not being attacked. You're being encouraged. You're not being, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not being abused. You're not being knocked around. You're not being belittled. You're being elevated. This is what elevation is. You want stuff to change. Well, here's the stuff that you got to do that. Here is what you have to face. Here is what needs to end. So you can get over that hump. That's why sometimes when we finally say, I'm sick of this shit, relationships will end. Stuff will start going wrong in our eyes. But really, everything's adjusting to your statement, to your truth, when you finally get honest with yourself. Okay? So you have to continue. You have to keep going and growing and meeting the challenge, rising to the occasion. And the occasion is your life. Okay? So the real message is here. The message here is, what if Spirit is actually just supporting you? Instead of saying, why are you punishing me, or what? They're not. Say, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for getting rid of that. Thank you for adjusting that. Thank you for always working with me. Thank you for showing me what I need to work on and fix and heal, and just stop. Thank you for showing me what needs to stop. So that is the spirit medicine message that I have for you at this time. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, if you have any thoughts about this, I'd love to hear it. Please know that you are supported. And sometimes that support is going to look like tough love. But that tough love is necessary because you have something, you are the youest you can ever be. There's nobody like you. Okay? This is not me saying you're better than anyone else. This is just me saying there is something within you that deserves to be out in the open. And Spirit sees that. Your guides see that. Your ancestors know that. The universe vibrates there. Okay? Knows that. And reacts and responds to those who tap into that. So don't abandon yourself the minute the changes start happening. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're showing yourself that you only show up when you feel good about yourself in that moment. But then when the real stuff starts happening to change, you abandon ship. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You are supported. You really, genuinely are supported. And just because that support doesn't look the way you think it should, doesn't mean it's not there. Again, constructive versus destructive. Okay? Before you start going into, oh, this is ruining my life, or, oh, Spirit hates me or is punishing me, look at what's happening first and ask yourself, okay, is everything here happening in my favor? Is me letting this go? Is me facing this? Is me quitting this or whatever actually helping me with something I've been struggling with for a really long time? Even if it's uncomfortable, is it still helping me? And if so, then it's constructive. It's supportive. Now, if it's destructive, if it's damaging you, that's not a supportive energy, okay? That could be your own energy sabotaging you. That could be a result of the people that you are still around that are not truly supportive of you. That could be habits you need to shift, okay? But that's the difference. Spirit supports you, okay? Love you.